What's up? This Big Capadon, Killer Bees on the Swarm, and right now you watching Gully TV with my man Jamil. Stay focused and keep your eyes peeled. 100.
If you tune in to me, you know you watching Gully TV. As always, I keep my feet planted deep in the underground, looking for the next big thing in music. This gentleman right here, I spotted him on my man St. Lazar's channel, harmonizing, kicking some fire and shit. So I made it a point to bring him to the platform. Go ahead and introduce yourself, G.
Yo, what up, y'all? My name is King Taco, based out of Buffalo, New York, and shit, I'm happy to be here on Gully TV, man.
That's what's up. Why don't you tell my viewers how long you've been doing music?
Man, I only been doing music this is my 4th year doing music. So, before that, I never even picked up a pen. I never even thought about it. It was never even anything in my future at all. I never thought I would ever do it. So
right. On your Instagram page, you listed as a singer and songwriter. You write your own material?
Yeah, I write every single thing I've ever made. It's all me.
That's a skill set, man. You a heavy dude, man. I don't know if you know that. Like, that's a big fucking plus. A lot of people that you see in mainstream entertainment today, when you go look at the back of their projects, they got lists of people who wrote for them, and
right.
they're primarily just vocalists. But you have a gift. And how long you been writing music?
Like I said, about 4 years now. The first time I ever picked up a pen to write anything in my life was when I first started doing music, thanks to my homeboy that put me on.
So you just started writing?
Yeah. I never wrote a song. I never even thought about writing a song. I listened to a lot of music.
Yeah. You
know, the classics, Boys to Men, Tevin Campbell, you know, all the oldies.
Oh yeah, those are heavies. Them guys heavy. How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
29 years old.
And you down with Tevin Campbell? That's a big.
Oh man.
That's big. That says a lot about you. The first joint that you wrote, did you go and record that? I
did.
Did you?
The first thing I ever wrote, I did record it. My like I said, my homeboy was the one that really started me. He was like, yo, you know, I think he heard me singing at work one time, just karaoke and whatever, and he was like, yo, you need to get this on paper, like you gotta start writing and doing all this. So, you know, he actually basically just was like, yo, if I get the studio equipment, you gotta be my artist.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I mean, this is kind of crazy, but I'll do it. And first song I ever wrote, first song I ever recorded in my entire life, and people liked it. I don't personally like it because I feel like I definitely got better.
Yeah, it's always like that.
But people say it's a smash still, so it's pretty dope, man.
Is it online?
It is online. It's only on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's kind of far down, you know?
Yeah. So how many joints in to date? How many songs have you done so far?
Honestly, not too many. Probably about 12 or 13 songs.
Right.
I feel like quality is the biggest thing for me. I see people drop music. Oh, I'm gonna drop a song every single week, and it just, you know, it just gets too repetitive. I think, you know, if you sit down and even if you take a couple months to get a song perfect, it speaks volumes over everybody else.
Perfectionist, yeah. And not only that, you'll stay exclusive approaching it that way. I was just telling Dave Mays, he's the founder of Source Magazine. That's a friend of mine. We was on the phone this morning, and I was telling him how I don't be forcing shit. We was having a discussion about my podcast platform, and I told him, man, I drop when I got some fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I stay exclusive like that, and not only that, my shit remains potent. So I understand what you're doing in that regard. How you go about choosing production? I was looking at your IG page, and looked like you was coming from work, and somebody sent you a beat, THRU or something like that.
Yeah, man. So as of right now, I just been buying beats exclusively off of YouTube. I'll get a hold of them. I'll DM them and be like, yo, I seen your beat. You know, sometimes I'll go through their BeatStars page and everything, and I'll buy exclusive beats from people. This dude from Buffalo named THRU, he just, you know, out of nowhere just said, yo, I got a beat pack for you. And you know, he was just like, I'm gonna send you a couple of joints, and whatever you can work with, you can work with. And which is crazy because, you know, I even questioned him, like, I know he's probably trying to sell me some beats, which is understandable because everybody's trying to make money in this business. It's a business at the end of the day.
Right.
So, but he was like, nah, bro, like, that's all you. Just go crazy on them things. And I was like, man, so he's the main guy that sent me all those beats.
Yeah.
So it's pretty dope that people are really looking out like that, you know?
I was looking at his resume. I recognize a lot of those guys he worked with. I know Hemer personally. I interviewed Conway before, Jamal Gasol. Them all guys from upstate New York are getting busy. Them some heavy dudes right now.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Are you familiar with how much focus is being placed on this region? This is, you know, I call it the upstate New York corridor. You know what I'm saying? Everything from here to Buffalo, Rochester, Niagara Falls, Syracuse. Right. You familiar with all of the attention being focused on this region right now?
I mean, I know the heavy hitters from Buffalo, you know, West Side Guns, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. I know about those guys. I know Benny just signed that deal with Def Jam, and that's getting a lot of attraction over here. And, you know, I'm seeing these guys feature with huge superstars with Kanye West, you know, Ty Dolla Signs. Like, they tied up with all these people, so I kind of have an idea of what's going on, you know.
Right. Yeah, Buffalo, this whole region is definitely in demand right now, so that's a plus. How would you describe your skill set? Because when I checked you out, I thought you was just a singer, but then you start spitting some bars and shit. So
yeah. I mean, I try to keep myself as versatile as I can. Really, in the beginning, I just was rapping, you know, just kind of doing like a little bit of melodies here and there. But after a minute, you know, I was like, you know, me personally, I think that, you know, my singing is my strong suit. Yeah. And my songwriting is my strong suit. But, you know, I mean, some people say I spit a couple bars, and if people be like, yo, I need like a hard 16 from you, I'm going to do the best I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop whatever I can, you know?
Man, you got skills, man.
I'm trying.
You got skills, I'm telling you. You might not be aware of how potent your skill set is, man. I just dropped my second album. I did a compilation with a lot of guys and shit, and I'm getting a lot more familiar with the construction of songs and shit, and the shit that you do is like 70% of the song and shit, you know what I'm saying? So who's some of the people that you looking forward to working with? Because after this interview, don't mean to toot my own horn, but you're gonna be a lot more visible. And shout out to St. Laz. Let's go to that.
Yeah, shout out St. Laz, man. I swear, bro, he a gangster, bro. He an OG from New York City, Brownsville. You know, that's the guy right there. You know?
How'd you meet Laz?
Man, honestly, so when I first started, I think I actually got in touch with him probably my first year making music. And my homeboy was like looking up underground artists and stuff. He found him, so they kind of touched base. And my boy was like, yo, my boy Angel, shout out my man Angel. He was like, yo, there's this dude from New York City, like an OG, and I want you to do a song with him. So we ended up locking in. We did the song. It dropped, you know. And back then I didn't know too much about the marketing, so I was just kind of like dropping music and just letting it ride. Yeah. And then, you know, I kind of rocked with them ever since. And then I kind of kept in touch with him every now and then. And then just recently, I was like, man, like, this dude got a big platform, man.
Yeah, he did that the last 2-3 years. He's a legitimate MC. He was in Source magazine, been on songs with Jadakiss, Jones. Like, Laz put in his work in the underground.
Oh yeah.
But he got a way. I've used his platform too for marketing. He also interviewed me, but Laz got a way of telling a story and selling you on something. Unbelievable. He got a skill. Like, that's a skill, and the same way that you got a slot from him and he announced your song, I was on one of them. I'm in front of some of his videos too and shit, and I was like, damn, that shit fire. Shout out to Laz, man. He ended up, you never know, man. You ended up doing a song with somebody, and then Laz he hit his stride like right after y'all got to working, and it was a good
Right.
thing that y'all stayed in touch and shit.
Hell yeah, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing for real, because, you know, I hit him up. I was like, yo, I want to use your platform, bro. And he was like, yo, let's work it, man. And this a heat. This is a heater, bro. This a hit. He was like, man, like, I need to, we gotta get to work, bro.
Yeah.
And he put me onto a lot of game too, you know, like he's teaching me a lot, and, you know, like that's the OG right there, you know. He put me onto a lot of game, so I'm super appreciative of him. So
what was the song that you sent to him that blew him away and shit?
Well, definitely TLC was the one I sent him, and then he went through the other ones, and he said, bro, like you just making hit after hit after hit.
Who did the production on TLC? That shit fire, by the way. I know you see the comments under that St. Laz video.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So the whole production for that was a guy named JP Beats. I've been buying beats from him for a while now. You know, I talk to him every now and then on Instagram and whatever, so we chop it up and I buy beats from him. But as in like the engineering, the one that really like mixed my vocals and really had it super set, his name is Elijah Hooks, from Buffalo. Works with West Side Guns all the time. They always flying out together places, and he's like a dope engineer. And he really like, you know, because I don't know a lot about the whole music theory behind things. I don't know notes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do certain things, and I just go by ear. Yeah. Everything I learned is from ear. So, you know, he kind of just like was like, yo, you know, would be kind of dope on this if you could do some harmonies. And I'm like, I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah.
I know what it is, but I don't know how to do it. So he basically helped me walk through it, and you know, we made the song a hit, man. You know, so.
And you wrote that hook and all of that.
Everything to the T.
Damn, you kind of like a musical prodigy. You don't even know it. Do you mind hitting that hook a little bit on here for them? Let them
yeah. So it goes, you got it, babe, chasing all my love. How could I be done? But you got it. Yeah, you got it, babe, chasing all my love. How could I be done? But you got it.
You fired, man. You fired. What you think about this battle that's going on with Drake and Kendrick Lamar? I have to ask you that because you harmonize and then you got bars too. Like, I listened to the song, man. I'm like, you see how I chased you down? Like, I went from the comments to finding you on Instagram and shit, and that's the power of marketing yourself. Had you not did that shit with St. Laz and used his platform to market yourself, I wouldn't have never found you.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, how do you feel about the battle that's going on?
Oh man, you know, honestly, like, they starting to get kind of personal with it, but in the beginning I always thought just like, oh, it's just like everything's a marketing scheme to me, you know, like they doing this, they both hyping each other up, they both making money. You know, but you know, I'm not really into the whole listening to rap music all the time, so I can't really put my opinions in there. Yeah. But definitely, like, they going at it, man. And recently, like, the beefs that you be hearing about, they come and go so quick. This one's a little different. That's why I'm thinking it's a little more personal, because they're going back to back to back, dropping songs. So I'm like, man, but it's crazy because I don't really follow a lot of stuff like that, but this one, he ain't got no choice. Right. It's everywhere. Yeah. So, you know, it's dope that they doing it. I just hope it don't get to nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? Keep it with the music, man. No violence, nothing crazy like that, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying about not following it, because I didn't. Like, I listen to hip hop. I listen to dope music of all types, but those particular guys, I had to have Mickey Fax come on my platform and like bring me up to date with the history of what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I casually listen to, I like Drake's music, and I casually listen to Kendrick Lamar, but they not like my favorites and nothing like that. Who are some of your favorites? Who you like to listen to musically and shit?
Oh man. I listen to all kinds of music, man. But honestly, like what I really like to listen to the most is like R&B. So I'm like Teddy Swims, Giveon, Chris Brown. You know, like
Breezy's the man.
oh man, man, Tory Lanez. Shout out Tory Lanez, man. Jeez, boy. Those are the people I really listen to a lot. Like I love the harmonies. I love how they sing and they be spitting bars.
Yeah.
Bro. So you know what I'm saying? Definitely, those are some of my favorite artists. Like on my playlist. For
Versatility. Sure. I have to ask you this because this is going to factor into your success. Mm-hmm. Your nationality. Tell me exactly what your nationality is.
I am half Puerto Rican, half Mexican.
Man, your people are going to support you like a motherfucker.
I know it. I love the Mexican. Yo, I love the Mexican crowd, man. Yeah. Yeah. So when I lived in Texas, man, like it was great. I lived in Texas for about 6 years growing up, and it's a dope area, man. Amarillo, Texas. Shout out Amarillo.
Right. Your people are very supportive of their celebrities, their athletes. You're gonna be a big fucking deal, man. Like I always said this. Big Pun was, I believe, the first Puerto Rican artist to go platinum or something like that.
The Puerto Rican Biggie, they say.
Right, and that what factored into that was he was Puerto Rican. Like you got the hip hop community, which consists of blacks, whites, people of all nationalities, but that was a star. That was Michael Jackson for the Puerto Rican community. And that's what led to his huge fucking success. I expect the same thing probably will happen for you, whether you know it or not. And dope. Especially this interview meant a lot to me. And I've interviewed, Puerto Rican artists before. And shout out to Cortez and shit. That's my man. And she a battle rapper. This right here, singing, it goes far beyond. It goes far beyond rap. Right. It does and shit like radio and shit like that. You got a radio friendly vibe, man, which will take you places that you won't believe and shit. Right. So keep up the good work. When can we expect a project from you?
Well, as of right now, I'm just trying to drop just singles and just promoting my singles, and hopefully I get a hit with one of them and the rest will catch on. I'm hoping maybe like in the next couple years, if I start growing and I start seeing like a lot of success and a lot of traffic and stuff, then maybe I'll drop like
it's done started already. you turn in 2 years, you probably be rich, man, already. But I believe that the song that you speak of, I believe you done already recorded it and shit. Let's talk about TLC for a minute and shit. Man. Who did the visuals for that joint?
My man Nova Vision. Shout out my man Nova Vision. Photographer for Conway the Machine. I linked up with him a couple years ago when I did my song called Dream Chasing. I think that was the one song that people started saying, yo, this is a singer rap guy. You know what I'm saying? So he hooked me up and I sent him my song and I was like, I'm trying to do a music video. He told me himself, he was like, bro, I do music videos for so many people. I thought you was just another rapper. He said, honestly, bro, you blew my mind, and I've been locked in with him ever since.
Yeah, you have that type of impression. You blew my motherfucking mind and shit. You straight up like I know good music, man. Like, and after I made my comment, I looked down in the comments and read what other people were saying, and everybody was saying, "Yo, that dude King Taco is fire and shit." And it was just a snippet. Yeah, that was just a snippet and shit. So, shout out to your videographer. TLC is fire, man. For those who watching this interview, you can check it out on my YouTube channel. It's there. Give them the names of some of your other songs that they should look out for.
Oh man, I got a song called "Shot of Liquor." It's crazy good song. I got a Dream Chasing. I got a song called Through the Woods. It's more of a pop style song. It's clean all the way through, so you can send it to the kids too. I got a song coming out called Desperate. It's a little more rappy, but definitely got the singing hooks in it. Unreleased, but it will be coming out soon. Another one called Party Song. You know, everyone's gonna be dancing, loving it. I got a song called Let's Ride. It's another dance banger. So y'all definitely gotta check out all those songs. And I'm gonna get music videos for all of them too. So it's gonna work out, man. Y'all gotta tune in.
Keep up the good work. Tell me, before we get up off here, tell my viewers about the show you got coming up in Dunkirk.
Yeah, I got a show in Dunkirk August 24th. The All-Star Bully Club is presenting me, co-headlining along with my man Ballistic Man from Buffalo. That's gonna be a huge hit. Y'all gotta pull up. It's the Dunkirk Fairgrounds. Dunkirk, New York, of course. And then I got another big announcement too, if you don't mind me saying. Go ahead. So I just locked in a spot August 3rd. I just locked in a spot with my man Fat Joe. I'm gonna be opening for Fat Joe at the first ever Buffalo Herd.
Oh, we never gonna see you again. Once Joe get a hold of you, we never gonna see you again. They gonna take you, man. Your people, I told you, your people gonna take you, man. Like, if you got Joe attention and he listens to TLC, you're on your way, man.
I hope so.
I'm happy for you. I just met you, fam. Like, I'm glad that I was the first person to get some of this online and shit. So I appreciate your time. Why don't you tell them where they can find you at on social media and on Instagram and shit like that? And if they want to reach out to you, how they can get up with you.
Yeah, man. You could always reach out to me on Instagram, DK King Taco. So DK and then King Taco after. I'm on YouTube, also DK King Taco. You can search up any of my songs along with King Taco. It'll be there. And that's pretty much it, man. Just hit me up and we make it happen, you know. Looking for features. I'm always looking to work. I'm always looking to promote, you know. I think marketing is the #1 thing when it comes to music. You know, you can't drop a song without putting some money behind it. So put your money where your mouth is and show love to the people that show love to you in the beginning. Because at the end of the day, man, we all just trying to help each other. We all just trying to, like, succeed. And there's enough people in the world for all of us to share. We all can make rich. Let's go.
Okay. Last question. How did you come up with the name?
The name. Ooh, that's a big one. So I was working a couple years ago, working at a place, steel plant. And kind of wild, but there's a bunch of white guys that work there.
Right.
I was probably the only Mexican dude to work there. And call it racist, but they was just calling me a nickname. Like, everyone got nicknames in there. They thought it was a silly motherfucking name, called me Taco. And, you know, at first I was like, I don't know, it takes a lot for me to get mad and angry with somebody, but I was just like, you know what, it's a bullshit nickname, I'm gonna let it rock. Because I'm a silly dude, I like to have fun and shit. Right. So I let that rock, and that shit stuck like glue. Nobody calls me by my real name no more. Right. Taco. Everyone calls me Taco. And I said, man, if I'm going to make an artist name, let me just use the name that people know me by already. I just put King in front of it.
As long as they don't never forget that part. King. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Taco, I appreciate your time, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. For real.
Yo, you know the vibes. Uncle Ralph McDaniels, Video Music Box, Lord Nez in the building.
Yeah, Queens get the money, baby. Shout out to Gully TV, man.
Gully TV.
How you say get your dribble right?
Get your dribble right. Get your dribble right? Ah!
Yeah.
On.